I don't know where to start on this video, except to tell you that our family is terrified. We moved to a little town in Escalante, Utah, and fortunately we're able to get an apartment to spend the winter. And normally, we travel and spend the winter in Arizona. It's so beautiful here, we thought we'd spend it here. Anyway, the person who rented us the apartment is the postmaster in this town. And everyone seemed really nice at first, and were really nice. And then things started getting strange. We've been here for about a month and a half, 2 months, and all of a sudden people started avoiding us and not making eye contact. And when my wife went to the school to help out with our 6-year-old and 8-year-old as a voluntary helper, suddenly everyone was rude to her and wouldn't make eye contact and started pushing, making it clear that she wasn't welcome. And she was just devastated by that, just hurt. I mean, everybody had been so nice initially, and we couldn't figure out what had prompted this dramatic change. And I guess we found out last night. A few days ago, we found a couple of puppies running down the road and picked them up. And the people here rescue animals, and they have a little menagerie on their property here in Escalante, which I've been taking care of for them for the last 2 months. And I went and told him when I saw him, because he keeps his blinds drawn and his house locked and dark at all times. You never ever see anybody in the house, never see lights on, night or day. They sneak in, they sneak out, and he told me once when I bumped into him that after he's done at a day working in the post office, he doesn't want to talk to or see anybody for the rest of the day. He's just done. And we've never seen anything like it. It just freaks us out. I mean, they have avoided us like the plague from the beginning. We thought, well, could be worse, but it's just been very odd. Well, we told him that we found these pups, and we'd like his help in helping us to find someone to place the puppies in their home. And he just went ballistic. I mean, just ballistic. It was just, it was a night and day. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. We've never seen anything like it. And when he got done chewing us out and yelling at us and swearing at us, we realized that the change that had happened in this town had come from him. He admitted to the fact that he had been talking, saying terrible things about us to people in the town. Didn't tell us why, though, and they still don't know why. And anyway, so everybody in the town goes to the post office and sees him at some point or another, because they don't have any home delivery. And he'd been pretending to be our friend and nice, and the few times that we saw him in the last 2 months, which was probably about 4 times I actually saw him, other than going into the post office to get the mail. And he was doing this. It was, I don't know, the whole thing kind of reminds me of Ed Gein, the psychopathic murderer from way back in the 50s, of which the book and movie Psycho were taken from. I mean, it's I don't know that he's murdering anybody, but I mean, the house is just always dark, the blinds are always drawn, and you don't hear or see anyone, and they're always home or at work. And it's just bizarre. Anyway, so he evicted us last night, because we gave one of the puppies away to somebody he knew, and he wanted us to give both of the puppies away, which I was fine with that. But my kids threw a fit and started crying, and their mother went up to him and begged him to let us keep the one little puppy, because the kids were so upset. And he, oh my gosh, it just went from bad to incredibly worse. She just went up to ask. It's kind of that saying, it doesn't hurt to ask. Well, it did hurt to ask, and like I say, so we've been spending the whole day emptying out our apartment as fast as we can. but we are very much afraid of him. I mean, this man is heavily armed, lots of weapons in there. He was elk hunting and deer hunting and bragging on his rifles and uh, his preparations for, if the world comes to an end and that sort of thing. And he's been acting so strange, and he was so hostile and angry last night. Um, we're literally terrified. I mean, that's how threatened we feel at this point in time. I mean, it's possible he's got a rifle trained on me right now. I'm in my little trailer and facing the house, and it's possible that he's aiming a rifle at me right now. And I just hope he doesn't pull the trigger. I mean, it's just, I can't even tell you how strange and bizarre this whole thing has been. It's been, the last 4 weeks have been strange and bizarre, with all the strange things that have happened to us and been said to us and not been said to us, and the poor treatment that we got. Night and day different from what it was for the first month. It was very nice. And now, his best friend is the city police officer, of which there's only one police officer, and we're fearful to even call the police or anything, just to get protection, keep the peace kind of a thing. Just because we're afraid that this police officer, I mean, we've had some strangeness with this police officer. We feel like that he has definitely been very threatening towards us, and is trying to run us out of town. And I just have no idea what we could have done or said, or that had upset this mailman. I kind of don't think it was us. I kind of think he's, to use the word postal, that he's to that point in his career. He's absolutely distraught, mentally disturbed, ready to commit a heinous act of violence. I mean, just the comments that he's made to me about training with rifles, training with handguns, his favorite weapons, and going, the few times I've spoken with him, he's that's what he wants to talk about. And it was a little weird, but he was nice, and now he's not nice. And now the comments that he made last night, and yelling at my wife when she went up to talk to him. I wasn't there to hear what he said, but she told me that was just, she was terrified when she came down. Her face was white, pale white. She was just in shock, and she was speechless. She just said, she just didn't know what to say, because he'd always been so nice, and now he's just he's been driving back and forth past the house as we've been packing our trailer today all day. He's been doing that. His wife's been watching us through the shades. Police cars have been driving past slowly. We feel just so intimidated, and this is an illegal thing that they're doing, but what do you do when you are living in such a remote area of southern Utah, and this police officer is the one and only and final say? We're just terrified, and we do not know what's going on or why this is going on, but we just want to put this out there, because if we don't survive this, we really, honest to God, fear for our lives. If we're dead tomorrow, I want there to be some record of what happened, and so that people can have a place to start. And I'm going to put it on the internet in the hopes that my family will find it, and it'll be wonderful if we're able to drive away and just get out of here. And we're going to lose a lot of money, and we're going to lose, this is just a few days before Christmas, and we are literally just throwing things in our trailer as fast as we can, and we're going to have to leave most of our possessions. And we'll try to bring the Christmas packages and things that we can, that we have room for. This is just the worst thing that's ever happened to us ever in our whole lives. We've always been stellar renters. We're just, a couple of old nurses that have never had any significant problems with people anywhere, and never had a problem with renting from anyone or anything. Just a spotless rental record. We're very conscientious, and nothing has happened here. I don't get it. All we've done is help him out, help him with yard work, help him in every way we could, and offered to help. And now this, and I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. The only thing that I look at that seems to be the most likely is the fact that we're Jewish, and this is a staunch Mormon town. And when we had a conversation, and it came out that we were Jewish, and definitely that was the moment in time when, the next day, everything changed. The whole town, all the people that were friendly, the man at the grocery store, the lady at the gas station, the teachers at the school, everyone was so nice. And then all of a sudden, completely the opposite. Completely the opposite. I don't have anything else to point a finger at. I just don't know. All I do know is that I want to get out of here alive. Escalante, this region of the Colorado Plateau, is one of the greatest places on earth, geographically, but these people are terrifyingly scary. And so I'm going to wrap this up and post this video. And God bless you all, and thank you for any prayers that you can give us, because we're just fleeing for our lives, literally. We're terrified. Thank you all. Bye-bye.